All right. So these skills can help my child to feel. They can help them to feel understood, unique, validated, accepted, capable, increase their self esteem, their self efficacy, so their belief in their capabilities, and increase their harmony in relationships with others. Um, so I guess I want to personally acknowledge that these skills may feel strange or weird. I think that's the biggest thing with them is parents and people, not just parents, but people learning these skills feel odd utilizing them at first. Um, and I was trying to think of the hardest one for me to learn whenever I was learning these. And I don't know. Have you thought of yours? Which one was hardest for you?
I think I think it's the trying to move away from using praise type responses.
Yeah.
Saying, "Oh, I love it! You did such a good job. Great work. Yeah, you got it right." Those types of responses, and instead focusing on the child experience of everything.
Yeah, I think that that's a really good one, because we do I also teach dance, and so one of my, um, go-tos is to praise or encourage, what my dancers are doing and how hard they're trying, and so it's definitely shifted in how I relate to them too, of not just, "You pointed your foot really pretty, but you worked really hard to point it." Even though that's really difficult. And so I appreciate that one too, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's one maybe we didn't talk as much about when we were talking about esteem building is that, it's really when kids show you a picture that they're really proud of and say, "Do you like it?" Um, I think it's the thing I think of most often is, "Oh, you're really proud of it." But what do we do when our kids don't accomplish the thing that they set out to do? If they're trying to tie their shoe and they really couldn't get it tied, or they're trying to open a container and they can't get the container open, I think um, it's really tempting to sort of reach out and do it for them, or to offer my help, or different things like that. I have to fight that impulse and
Yeah.
instead go back to, "Oh, you're working really hard to get that. You don't like that it's hard to open. You're
Yeah.
having a tough time. Oh, you're trying lots of different ways to get that lid open."
Right.
So you can see that I can support children's self-esteem, and be encouraging to them by using a combination of different skills. So I can
Mhm.
track exactly what coping skills they're using. I can track their feelings in response to all of it, and I can facilitate their creativity or their decision making or return responsibility by using encouraging type responses, by saying, "You're working really hard."
Yeah. I
Little
think
things like that.
yeah, I really like that. Something else that as you're talking that I realize is really difficult too is when we do reflect feelings. Let's say that our child is kind of having a meltdown and it's really difficult in the moment. One of our first impulses is to just be like, it's okay, everything's fine. And then really just remembering that, for that kiddo things are not okay and they're not fine right at that moment. And so I think that's just in being nurturing, that's kind of an instinct of just wrapping them up and being like, it's okay. But really just sitting with them and validating that, they don't feel okay right now and they feel really upset.
Yeah, yeah. Instead of saying it's okay, saying you feel upset.
I'm with you while you feel this way.
Mhm. There are 4 be with messages that we try to communicate in play therapy, um, and particularly in our child parent relationship therapy program. And those be with messages are, "I hear you, I
Mhm.
see you, I understand you, and I care." And
Yeah.
so all of the skills that we taught you today, tracking, reflecting content, reflecting feeling, um, facilitating decision making and returning responsibility, facilitating creativity, esteem building, and facilitating relationship. All of those skills are meant to communicate those 4 be with messages. And ultimately, those are the things that provide children with that emotional safety that they need to explore new coping skills, to develop greater self-understanding and then to move towards problem solving in ways that can be more organic and probably more effective than some of the skills that we try to use when we feel upset.
Yeah. Yes. So we want, in our experience, utilizing these things can help to bridge that gap between a child's ability to express what's truly going on for them and the parent's unique understanding of their child, and just enhancing that already great relationship that you guys have and that you've built.
So we have some references right here. And we appreciate you guys watching our video. We're super grateful for all of the flexibility and the ways that you're staying connected with us, and the ways that you're experimenting with new and different skills and
Yeah.
relating to your children. And we're here if you want to talk about any of it. So let
Yeah.
us know. And the next video that we're going to create for you is about setting limits.
Hmm. That'll be a good one.
All right. Thank you all.
Bye.